All right, Shaun the Dirt here, and one of the favorites this coming weekend up here at Grays Harbor Raceway in Elma, Washington. Bricen James joins you right now. Bricen, hey, it's been a little while since I've seen you. How you been?
Good. How you been?
Oh man, it's race season. Probably just as busy as you, right?
Oh yeah.
So, how's the race season been going? I know you did some. You've been doing some late model racing. You've been doing some racing with the modified. Got a little modified racing in. It looks like.
Yeah, we haven't done a ton of racing this year. We started out with Wild West Shootout in Vado. Went and ran the super late model there for the week. Had some decent results, a couple nights, a couple bad results. We're going down there with the best of the best. So we're there to learn and do our best with the super cars, and we only get to race them a couple times a year. So it's an eye opener. But yeah, we've been running our I5 late model series up here. I started off fairly strong, got a couple top twos, and then just kind of recently we haven't been great. But yeah, we've only ran like 16 races this year. Normally I'm at like the 25 mark by now.
Wow. So 6 races in the I5 Silver Bullet series there. What's the difference between that and when you ran in Vado? Is there a big difference between those late model cars?
The same cars. We just run a different motor at home. We run a CT 525, so it's a more cost-effective option for us.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got that, and then we've got the nice open motor that we go run with. We'll bring it to Elma this weekend. Actually, it's somewhere we can use it.
Okay.
But yeah, we normally just save it for New Mexico and the big shows like that.
Okay, so it's probably good to test it out a little bit here and get.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely different racing with 900 horsepower compared to the 550 or 600 that we have with the 525.
Well, that'll make people excited that you guys, people love horsepower. So, and then of course, Elma, Grays Harbor Raceway is the biggest track you guys race at here in the West. Probably, I think, besides Calistoga, which no one races at anymore, but one of the biggest racetracks here on the West Coast as far as gearing and everything, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely the biggest I go to really anytime.
Wow. And you definitely can you feel that? You can definitely feel that when you're out there?
Yeah, well, like the last couple times we've been there, racetrack's really widened out, and you really get carrying some speed when you get going around the top of that place. And you definitely notice the difference compared to going to like Willamette running the top there. You get a good 20, 30 miles an hour faster, I believe.
And then we go from one of the smallest tracks you probably are at Banks last week, Sunset Speedway Park, and then we're going to Elma this week. So, yeah, you said your results, but you're still second in points. You're right there in points. So, just haven't clicked off that win yet. What do you think you need to do? Because Joey and Colin, and then you had
Greg got one this week.
Greg got the win there, and that's what do you think you got to do to get right there?
I don't know. We've been really good. We've passed. I feel like we've probably passed the most cars out of our group. We just haven't had any good starting positions. When you start behind Colin and Joey and guys like that, they're tough to pass. They get out in the lead and they're pretty unstoppable at that point. We had a really good opportunity at Roseburg, started up front, took the lead and just had a mishap with a lap car and kind of ended our night. But that was like my first real opportunity to lead laps this year.
Yeah. So now in the late model, maybe you are in the modified too. You are running double duty this weekend. Is that what I hear?
Yeah,
that's still the plan.
Yep.
Yeah, and I know there's 3 of you at least that I've seen running double duty. There might be more that show up that I haven't witnessed yet, but and all 3 of you that are running double duty could probably win both of those. So I think it's you, Whistlers, and Weinbarger, right?
Yeah, it could be a really profitable weekend for if any of us swept it. They've got some good money up for us.
Yeah. And So you're a teammate? Are you now? You guys all run for SRAM, right? Or are you all kind of teammates? Do you all work together on that, or do you all do different setups? How's that all work?
For the most part, yeah, we're all under the SRAM Motorsports stable. We've got, well, like 5 of us now. We all kind of, cars are at our own shops.
Oh, okay.
Normally, so we do all have our own program going. We do bounce a lot of stuff off each other. We're all running relatively the same stuff. So, but the competitiveness does kick in. You learn something. You may keep it to yourself for a week, type of deal. But we've been really good to each other lately, or really since we started doing this. So it makes it fun when you learn something and then you can share it and pass it on and watch them do or be just as successful on it.
Yeah. Okay, and then in the modified, I don't think you've gotten a lot of modified races in, but the one that you have raced this year, I think you've been pretty good in that modified this year, huh? You ran the Wild West, and I think you were 4 for 5 or whatever. There was one race you didn't win in that one, and I'm not sure what other races you got in, but you look like you're the guy to beat there.
Yeah, our modified program is really good right now. We've only run, I think, 10 races, and we've won 8 of them, and we got docked on 1. So we're 7 wins technically, but it's been a really good car. I stripped it down this winter. First time I've ever, tore one down and started over.
Oh, wow.
And it just was flawless right from the get-go. So not that I did anything special. We just cleaned it up and made sure everything was right.
Yeah. All right. And then before we go, do you miss racing any of the other stuff? Because you and I've talked a few times. This isn't the first time we've talked. And I think we've talked after a Chili Bowl. We've talked after sprint car wins, right? Do you miss racing the other stuff? Because we miss seeing you out there and all the different things.
When I ran the sprint car, I think I ran 5 or 6 different cars at a time throughout that year that I was doing it. That was a lot of fun, mixing it up, different car every weekend. I really learned a lot as a driver doing that. The sprint car was a lot of fun. I got hurt in it. That kind of did it in for me. I had one more opportunity, and I ran for Brian Crockett one night. I won that, and I said that's probably my last time. I probably won't do the sprint car again. I had to end up on a high note, but I always say if I could race the midget weekly, a USAC midget with the full blown SR11 motor, the Esslinger, I would race those full time without a doubt. They're the most fun. They're the hardest car to drive. Like, they have the most speed. They are definitely fun. The late model is not far from it, but I'd say the midget, I would do it hands down every opportunity I got.
That's good. Yeah. Well, we wish we had some open midgets around, especially in the Northwest. And I hope some racetracks are looking at that, because I'm sure that there's a want from the fan base to have some of that. I don't know how they could make it work because of the way that the schedules are, but that the fans would. I mean, look at our rabid fans. Look at the Oregon fans when 410s come there on a Wednesday. They fill that place up. Can you believe that? Yeah. I know. So, I mean, could you imagine if we had an open midget show on like a Tuesday? Can you imagine how many fans would go to that thing?
Oh, yeah. Like you watch those guys doing it on Flow right now. I mean, the races are insane. They're doing things you shouldn't be able to do in cars. And the racing is just amazing.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk then. So this weekend, doubleheader, running both series. You're going to be a busy guy. You got some crew to thank, and who's going to help you out, and sponsors.
Yeah, doubleheader for sure. I think this is only the 3rd time we've gotten to do it all year, so it's been tough to bring both cars every night. We'll do it again in Medford for I-5 and the R. Charles race down there.
Yep.
But yeah, it'll just be me, my dad, my wife, and my crew guy Dominic, and hopefully we go smooth. We've been pretty fortunate to not have any real mishaps on the racetrack and have to thrash to fix anything. A couple deck bars is about the most I've had to do during the day. But yeah, I got to thank Jerry Schramm and the Schramm Motorsports crew and Schramm Excavating for give me the opportunity to drive his cars and work on them and learn and travel. Yeah, I think my our family, James Gang Pizza, Northwest Platinum Trucking. I've been working for Christy for about a year now, and she's pretty flexible, letting me go racing. So very thankful for that. And Donna Frio's Skyline Ford, and yeah, there's just a lot of people that come out and help.
All right. Well, good luck this weekend. We'll see you. We'll see you in Elma, and can't wait. I know the fans are excited, and so it'll be a fun time.
Yep, we're excited too.
All right. This is Shaun, and you're in the dirt.